Hello everyone, this is Perfect and welcome back to my second stream of my goal for 2 mil in year 1 playthrough. S.3. So first of all, for those I guess watching on stream or those watching the VOD, obviously I didn't stream last week, which is a bit annoying considering I did my announcement the week before that I'm going to be streaming every week. The short of it is my partner got a bit sick and we had to take her back into hospital, so I had to miss the stream unfortunately, and it's just a bit of bad timing that it happened the first week after I planned to do lots of streaming, so apologies for that. But we're back today, and we're going to be back into some exciting Stardew Valley. I haven't played basically since I finished the stream, so it'll take me a little bit of time to sort of work out where exactly we got up to last time, and just see what the plan was for today. I know we had been doing, there's another kale here actually, we had been doing a bit of mining, and being it raining and on the 8th, I suspect that's probably what we're going to do. So, and based on the actual tool set that we've got given to ourselves, it would imply that that was the intent when I went to bed the day before. So let's grab, we're going to be selling the kales and the potatoes. I'm going to be getting these pop-ups as the stream goes on, so hopefully that's not going to be too annoying. But yes, we're going to go mining. So what do we want to take? I think just simply the pickaxe and the axe. I'm just wondering, we could probably make another field snack here. So we will take that. And you know what, we should probably take the spring onions. So we could in fact go... Ooh, a cookie. Now, how much money? So I guess, do we want the 90 energy or sell it for 100 gold? The gold or the energy? You know, let's take it with us, I think, and if we need it, we've got it there, but we'll actually aim to sell it, I think. But besides that, we are going to go mining today. I only woke up in the last, 45 minutes, and, I've been, just waking up and reading some of the news over the evening. So my throat's a little bit croaky, so hopefully it warms up as the stream continues. But we'll just, see how we go. So I was pretty pleased with how the stream went a couple of weeks ago. We had quite a few people come along. In fact, a lot more than I anticipated. I was sort of expecting to have maybe 1 or 2 people come along, and people stop in for 5 minutes here and there, and then sort of leave. That was sort of what I was expecting. But we had sort of consistently about 5 or 6 people around, so that was great. We had some really good, or I really enjoyed the discussions that I had with the people that were there, talking about a range of different considerations, just a little bit of kind of like theory crafting, I suppose. Do you want to do this, or should I do this first, or what's better, this or this? And I quite enjoyed those discussions. I personally learnt quite a bit from some of the people that came along in the chat. I think I'm reasonably good at this game, but there's certainly a lot of people out there that know much more aspects of the game than I do. So it was good to have some good people come along that really knew their stuff, and we had some good discussions. And we just got an ancient seed. Day 8, ancient seed. That's going to be brilliant. So we are definitely going to have to take that into Gunther. So we're going to have to prioritize, I think, giving artifacts to Gunther tomorrow, because now the question is, do I waste my energy getting this copper, or do I go down the mine? You know what, I think we are. We'll use this energy. Now I just realized I've got this pop-up in the bottom right hand screen, which you probably can't see, which is a good thing, but it hovers over the top of my health and energy bar, so I don't really want it sitting there. And we just finished, looks like we just finished the quest to go into the Adventurers Guild. Alright, well I think today the aim will be to get to, I think, level 35 in the mine. Now I am conscious that from level 30 to level 40 it's very dark, so I'll try to skip through those. I mean, I'm sort of trying to skip through everything as quickly as I can anyway, but those in particular, if we can get through those levels really quickly, that would be great. Let's just kill this bug while we're here. And break these barrels down. And, ooh, you know, I'm going to skip this guy, but I do want to break these barrels because it's like free energy and... free energy. It doesn't use energy, I should say. And it gives you a good chance at some decent items. Like we got extra copper, we got... I'm going to pretty much take all of that. So anyone just joined the stream, we got an ancient seed first thing within the first 5 minutes of streaming, so that was just brilliant. We don't need this fiber. Don't need the fiber. So the stream on this series is off to a really good start, so yeah, very pleased about that. And we're pretty much already down to level 25 in the mine. Now, I haven't completely tested all aspects of the stream this morning. I did a few quick checks, and I believe everything's working well. I hope that's the case. If not, that it's telling me there's currently two viewers, which may or may not be the case. But hopefully it is. You know, the mic's working and everything else. It was when I was testing it this morning, so I'm hoping that's still the case. But until you sort of get validation in chat, you never really know. It's the same with stream quality. I just sort of watch it on the dashboard on Twitch, and it seems to look alright, but from time to time it can be a bit choppy. But I'm hoping it's all good at the moment. You know, let's make this a field snack to give us extra inventory space. We should have done that before. Stream looks good. Oh, thanks. Oh, Potato, you're back. Good to see you again. Sorry, I'm not sure if you're here earlier. Apologies I wasn't in last week at short notice. My partner had to go back into hospital, so I had to sort of inadvertently cancel the stream at short notice, which is a bit disappointing after week 1. But yeah, we're back today and hope to have a good 2 hours. I'm very pleased on getting an ancient seed on day 8, which is great. But yeah, still waking up, so I'm a little bit slow so far this morning. Still trying to work out how things are going. And I just spilled my coffee a little bit on my table, which is not nice. It's not much. I'll just dab it with a tissue be enough. Should have finished my coffee before I started, I suppose. But yeah, I was up last night playing a bit of Diablo 3, playing a Necromancer, which was a bit of fun. But this morning back into Stardew Valley, but I haven't played Stardew Valley since I streamed last time, so I'm still feeling a little bit uncomfortable with everything. Still not entirely sure what my plans are or how to do certain things, but I'm sure as the stream goes on I'll get back into the swing of it. Should get it day 3. How would you get it day 3? Day 3. Because you can't go to the mines day 3. On the wilderness map, I suppose you could possibly kill something and get it day 3. I'm sure if you said that you can get it on day 3, you probably can. How would you get it on day 3? Or can you just get it as like a random geode or a drop? Ah, rare fishing chest. Ah, yes, correct. Yes, I have got it in fishing before. But I tell you what, if someone... I suppose you could get it day 2 then. I mean, you won't be able to hand it into Gunther on day 2, obviously, but you could know that you've got it, I suppose, on day 2. Now, if someone restarted the game over and over just to get it on day 2, that would be amazing. That would be dedication. Level 30. I thought there was a chest at level 30, but obviously there's not. Alright, I really hope it's not too dark on this level for the stream. I know normally when I compile and upload something to YouTube, YouTube quality sort of seems to make it a little bit darker and makes it sort of even harder to see. So I'm hoping that's not the case on the stream, but it may be. I kind of don't want to kill this guy, he's just taking too long. Let's just skip him. And you know, I'm sort of sitting on the fence as to how much copper I get. My priority is actually not to get copper, it's to go down the mine as opposed to collecting the copper. But I do want a little bit of copper, so it's sort of a bit of a balancing act. Because the time is 4:40, so it is possible. I don't think we will, but it is possible to still be able to get down to level 40 today. Like I said, I don't think we will. But being that it is possible, I'd like to try, but we will need to, and there's the ladder over there. And part of the reason I think that is the level 30 to 40s don't seem to have too many rocks. So generally it's a little bit quicker to find the ladder on each level. And you can get lucky sometimes. You know, let's just have a field snake. You have to be fishing level 2. Oh, okay, well that would be why it's day 3. There you go. Come on. Alright, well, it's... I really doubt that we're going to be able to get down to level 40 today, but... Let's have another field snake. How much copper do we have so far? 30. That's not too bad. Now, I'm just wondering, as soon as we get to level 40, should we upgrade our pick or save the money for more strawberries and then do it afterwards? That's a good question. I really don't know how to assess the answer to that. Having more strawberries is obviously good, but delaying getting the pick till, you know, by the time I spend all the money, it'll take me an extra couple of days to get back up to enough gold to be able to get the copper pick. It'll be about day 15, and then there'll be 2 extra days where I won't be able to mine because I won't have the pick, so it'll be about day 17 or 18 by the time I'll be able to come back mining. So I don't know. I'm not quite certain yet. I'm thinking maybe I'll just see tomorrow how much gold I've got. And I'll do a little bit of an assessment. The worst mobs, isn't it? Oh, really? The Galaxy Sword doesn't even one-shot them. Yeah, they don't really do too much damage, and I think in the lobby levels, you lose all your energy much faster than you lose your health, so I don't even really bother or get too concerned about taking damage, because you're going to be eating food to get your health back, to get your energy back anyway. If you take a few hits of damage while that's happening, it's not a big deal. Look at that. Tell you what, we have gotten very lucky. So we probably will get to level 40 today. Although we do have monsters spawning, which isn't always a bad thing. Like if you've got low energy... Oh, never mind, we can just skip it. Probably should start collecting some copper now, considering... And look at that, we got to level 40. That's really good. Slingshot. We will get the slingshot, and we don't need... Probably these 2... bits of wood. I have to say, I never use a slingshot. I don't know if anyone actually does. It's just, I don't like the idea of throwing away resources. And, I don't know, the sword has an arc, it knocks back. It just seems so much easier just to use a sword. Now, I might actually stay down the mine and let's see if we can actually get... It's level 45. I'm not going to I'm not going to push too hard because, yeah, actually maybe I won't even try. We don't need this fiber because, you know, look how many hits it's going to take. Yeah, you know, we're not going to try. We don't need to push to 45 today. But I will actually hang out in the mine, and now I'll maybe start to collect some of that copper that we skipped over previously. The area is overrun by monsters. Is that always going to be overrun by monsters, I wonder? Let's try level 11. I never use the slingshot. I've seen one guy do a skull coven with a slingshot and explosive ammo. Oh yeah, I suppose. But that's not... So they'll be using it not for killing mobs, but rather, you know, as like a grenade launcher, I suppose. Or a rocket launcher. Alright, well we are going to collect some copper now. I'm not going to eat anything though. Like I don't want to eat food because my food is kind of more useful to help me progress in the mine than it is you know, just collecting resources. So I'm not going to, for instance, eat and have this copper because I need my field snacks for, you know, getting the next levels from level 40 to level 80. But I'm going to... Actually, it's 10 o'clock. I might as well go home. I could do another round of killing some bugs to get some more numbers of bug kills, which then helps me get a better sword from the Adventurers Guild. But the main thing I kill bugs for is actually the Ancient Seed. We actually already got one, so I'm very pleased with that. And because we haven't... We didn't need to eat the cookie, I'm probably just going to sell it, because it does sell for a decent amount of money. Alright, how are we going for inventory space here too? So tomorrow we're going to go into town and we're going to, you know, let's just do the thing first where we chuck everything in and then decide what we want to take out. Alright, so what do we want to take out? Let's take out 5 of those. Actually, do we even? Yeah, we do. Okay. Alright, so what do we need? What don't we need? We need... What can I do to try to help get inventory space? So we're going to need that to give to Gunther. We're going to need the geodes. We're going to need one of the quartz, one of the topaz. Am I missing things? Did I grab an earth crystal? I didn't. So now I'm going to sell the cookie. I'm going to put in the ancient seed. I'm going to grab the leek, and now I've got one of each of these. You know, I'm not going to put those into wild seeds because we haven't got the community center yet. So I'm actually going to get the community center tomorrow. So we'll grab those as well. So maybe tomorrow what I'll do is I'll water the garden first. Then we'll go over and see the wizard, collect some forage items, and then we'll head into town, come back, plant some stuff, do some more watering, and we probably won't go mining tomorrow. So I won't. Actually, we'll keep the pickaxe on us, but we won't really need it. We also need this anchor. It's staring me in the face. So let's just scan over. No. Nope. Alright, that's all the things. Probably should grab this mixed seed while we're here, actually. And let's just plant it there. Okay, very good. Ready to go tomorrow. So, where was the cookie? Sell the cookie. Alright, very good, very good. And I just noticed that there's some more text in chat. I've never used it. Yep. The main problem with the slingshot is early game it uses too many resources, and late game it's useless next to obsidian or galaxy. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. I mean, the galaxy sword. I mean, I even like the arc. Like generally, when you're in the skull cavern, I find when you're fighting off the serpents, you're normally fighting off more than one at a time, and so the arc of the sword sort of helps push them back, and that helps you not get hit. Whereas, I don't know, I just find that the slingshot doesn't really do that for me. Okay. Ooh, we've got heaps of things. And our inventory space is probably going to be a problem because they're probably all going to be different of different quality, aren't they? A lot of stone, just swing by, yep, and get a well. I honestly never get a well. Don't really see the point, don't really have a purpose. Okay, so we've got enough for one of each and an extra set of seeds. We don't need you, but while we're here, let's put on another one. I'm going to do the watering when I get back, I think. We'll do the watering when we get back, so I might even put that away and I can pick it up when we get back. Alright, let's go. Alright, so Robin scam, yes. Well, it's probably a trap for new players because it's sort of like, I suppose you could say, part of the tutorial where a lot of the people give you, could be useful in Hilltop. I've never played Hilltop. Is there like limited water areas on Hilltop, is there? Yeah, but I think it's a bit of a trap for new players because you get some of these quests and you get some of the letters from people saying, oh, do this, to sort of imply that the game's telling you this is what you need to do to progress. But like, there's no reason to get a well, just use the water sources. And then I think it even tells you to get like a barn, and generally speaking, you want to get your sort of farming up before you get a barn. It's just, I don't know, I just feel like it tells you too much. Refilling water can suck on Hilltop, but farming sucks in general on a map. Well, basically. Actually, I found wilderness not too bad for farming. It certainly didn't have as much space as standard, but the layout seemed to be pretty okay on wilderness. I didn't mind the wilderness. I was expecting wilderness to be a bit harder, kind of like, I suppose, sort of like Minecraft. When it becomes night, it is really challenging to sort of, I mean, you can stay out and kill things, I suppose, but you need to give the mobs attention. Whereas on this, I just felt like every now and then a mob might come and it barely impacts on what you're doing. I think if they wanted to make wilderness like a bit of a hard mode, there should be a lot more enemies come and maybe stronger enemies that do more damage or something, I don't know, but it just seemed a little bit weak. Come on. Now, the question I've got is, while I'm doing this cutscene, does that mean I can go to the community center today to hand it in, or do I have to wait until, wait till tomorrow? So the cutscene sort of triggers it being available tomorrow. Yes, you can go today. Awesome, thanks. So I'm sort of geared up to do that, but I wasn't quite sure. Come on. This is a real long cutscene. I probably should skip it, shouldn't I? I don't entirely know why I was watching that for so long. A bit distracted, I guess. Come on. Alright, very good. Alright, we've met. I suppose while we're here, I should actually talk to the wizard, because I don't think that cutscene... I can't talk to him. Okay, he's a statue at the moment. I don't think that cutscene actually triggers you have talked to them, so how do I... We're social. These are the ones that I've met. Have I met the wizard? Oh, I have, never mind. Wait, his actual name is Wizard? Does that mean I have met him or I hasn't? I thought he actually had a name, or was his name actually Wizard? Just call him Wizard, I suppose. I mean, I call him Wizard because I don't remember his name, but maybe he doesn't have a name. He is just Wizard. He gave up his old name when he took on his robes. He has a name, but for some reason it's Wizard in the tab. Yeah, I thought he had a name. And we got a decent amount of spring onions today. How are we going for inventory space? Very poor, very poor. So I think I'm probably going to go to the community center before I go handing in all the artifacts. Just to clear up some inventory space, because by the time I get to the what do you call it, the museum, I'm gonna want to break the geodes, and I've only got 2 geodes it'd just be too long to walk. So we'll go to the community center first. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all those wild seeds, and I'm probably going to sell them all. Because I like the money. I had a bit of a chat in the chat. Oh, red mushroom, nice. On my last video, which I posted, or the stream that I did last week or 2 weeks ago, I should say, I posted to YouTube and had a bit of a chat to a commenter, Mariella, who we had a bit of a chat around, is wild seeds worth it, or are you better off buying kale? Mixed results, I guess. I still have the view that it's probably better to sell and get the kale, but I guess if you're wanting foraging skill points, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea to use doing things at the same time. Not a bad thing to use the seeds to actually plant. I guess it's the water drain that's for me. Like the wild seeds use so much water. You need to water so much. Alright, I don't think there's any other bundles here that we can do. What was the construction bundle again? We're probably not too far away from doing that, but I'm not going to rush this. I can't remember what the reward is, but I don't recall it being something that I need too early. The main bundle that I want to get ASAP is the minecarts, which I don't think we've unlocked. So yeah, foraging is a bit of a pain to level up. Although I think they made it now that the wild seeds give you more foraging skill than they used to, or stumps give you more foraging skill than they used to, so I'm hoping that it's a little bit easier. So basically we want to get this bundle up next, and that'll unlock the boiler room, I think, the one over here. And we want to get this by about day 21 or 22. That's my target. I'm sure there's lots of people that can do it earlier, but that's my target. Alright, so now that we've got that, I'm going to make all of these into wild seeds. And the spares... So the question is, do I sell all 50? I don't need the money today to buy seeds. I wasn't planning to buy seeds, so maybe I'll go home, sort of consolidate all the seeds we've got, and maybe plant some of it, but not all of it. Now, I really should have brought my hoe in hindsight, because, you know, there's probably some worms down on the beach, and while we're handing in artifacts, I should have used the time to hand those in as well. But anyway, you live, you learn. Alright, processed geodes. Let's get rid of these first. Some gold. Some iron. So I actually don't mind getting coal from this. I always seem to run out of coal in the early sort of mid-game. And we're already out. So yeah, let's start handing these things. Now I think we will get 9 cauliflower seeds. Once again, skipping cutscenes. Donate to the museum. Now I'm not really going to have anything in any particular position or location, but maybe to make it, change it up a little bit, I'll go, alright, well these can all be, what do you call them, gemstones or minerals, I guess. Okay. Now, I'm not going to collect my rewards just yet, because I just want to break all the other geodes first, just to make sure I've got enough inventory space, and then I'll collect the rewards. Actually, we should have been fine with inventory. 1 coal. Well, that's pretty pathetic. Well, I get a decent amount of minerals, and 10 copper is not bad. Alright, very good. Thank you, Clint. Who I think was calling Clive on the last stream, so Clive or Clint, whoever it is. Alright. Now, a lot of the time I don't actually collect all these rewards, because some of the aesthetic items I never really use. So we could just take... you know what, our inventory is okay for the moment, so let's just take everything. Alright, so we'll have 10 more seeds to plant, so we might plant a few more spring seeds. Another geode. You know what, I can't be bothered. We'll do it when we get a lot more. There's no reason to hand that in today. Like, there's no sense of urgency, I should say. I wonder how we're going with talking to everyone. How are we going? Were there any question marks that there wasn't? So we need... Oh, I can't remember his name. Yeah, we still got heaps. Okay, so I still need to start talking to people when I see them. So like I said, a couple of things are worms here, which I should have brought my hoe. But anyway, I can't remember if I've talked to Elliot, so let's say hi. How are we going for forageables today? Yeah, still not great. This has not really given me too many of these forage items. Like normally, you know, you get 4 or 5 a day, I've found, but I don't know. At the moment, it seems to be only giving me a couple, but oh, not too bad. Alright, so we'll go back, do some watering, and then for the remainder of the day, maybe I'll just clean up some areas in the farm, do some wood cutting. We always need a bit of wood. What? I wonder what was our... I think horse... Oh, geez, lots of dandelions. I think horseradish is the one that we still need. Horseradish... Yeah, horseradish. So, because I'm not buying any seeds today, I don't have any real urgency to sell everything. So I'm going to start storing some of these excess items. So cauliflower, you're all there. Now, I think these are potatoes. I need to remember to keep one, because... Alright, now this being... So this is basically won't be able to move throughout the whole... Because it's an ancient seed, it won't be able to move throughout the whole year 1. So wherever I place it, better be in a good spot, because I won't want to move it. But that's alright, I guess I'll just work the farm around it. We are struggling for inventory space. We are struggling indeed. Let's get rid of that by just chucking it inside somewhere. That'll do. Let's just get a bar of iron. I am going to have to make a second chest, so let's just make a second chest, because inventory is becoming a problem. So to try to sort through things, let's maybe grab all of our food products and put those in the one on the left. You might as well grab these seeds as well. Actually, no, sap can be there. Sap can be there. I'll grab the melon seeds. Okay. So let's put everything in there. The melon seeds. The red mushroom I'm just going to sell. Oh, I feel like it's taken me a long time to get organized this morning. Getting organized, taking a bit of time. Alright, we're up to 6 bars. Now, should I start making some tappers? When do I want to get my tappers going, I wonder? Alright, where's my watering can? There we are. You know, it's going to be there, and our whole farm is going to have to move around, work around where that is located. So we're getting beans soon. Now, did we get a... Oh, yes, we do have cauliflowers. Cauliflowers. I'm the type that I get a bit lost when I play a playthrough and then stop playing for a period of time, because as I'm playing, I'm sort of planning my next like 5 days in my head, and because I had that 2-week break, I just feel like I'm a bit lost as to what my direction was previously. What was I planning to do? So I'm just a little bit spending a lot of time thinking at the moment while playing to go, what do I want to do next? Because we're not really watering too many, I am going to plant maybe 10 of these. I'm not going to plant all because I don't want to commit to having to water so many every single day. But maybe just to round this little area out, because I want to keep some energy every day for mining. And I know I can get energy back via food, but I want to have a certain amount of a buffer at the start of the day that I don't need to always rely on that. Maybe just 2 more, just to round this area out. Alright, and we're going to collect some more wood now. We don't need that. Let's put those in there. Let's grab out the axe. I should probably be consistent and put all my tools in the one chest, I guess. Alright, and I'm going to grab this, put half back while I'm chopping down trees. I'll constantly come back and collect more and more copper. How many tappers are you planning on getting? Are you going for keg spam? I am going to go for keg spam. I'm going to be getting, I don't have a set number, I guess. I'm just sort of feeling it out as to what I'm going to get for when. But basically my general rule is I get probably 2 oak tappers to start with, then I get 1 maple and 1 pine. Not really because I think it's overly useful. Like I don't think it necessarily helps to get it that early for, you know, spamming gold, but just for the sake of having 1 of each, and then after that it'll be pretty much just all oak sap after that point. So I'll probably get, I don't know, up to 10 maybe more, probably more actually. I don't really have a set number in mind. It just sort of what feels right at the time. I'm not very good at set rules. I just sort of feel things out and decide at the time. Alright, so let's make 1 more field snack. And I think I'm going to go into the mine and go to the Adventurers Guild. But I'm not actually going to be mining. I'll bring my pick just in case, but more just to kill bugs. More just to kill bugs. I mean, if you have some guidance, Potato, on exactly what you like to do as far as tappers go, because I never really know exactly when to do it. Like, should I do it right now, for instance? Like, now is probably a good time to start getting the tappers going. Not even 100 tappers. Are you serious? Is that the numbers you go for? I don't know. It's one of those things that I'm not quite sure. Somewhere around that many. Yeah, geez. There's a lot. I mean, it is pretty much the way to go to get money. Had around 50. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to do a lot then. Alright, so this is actually the main thing. Like, I want to kill 125 insects, because one of the things that actually really, I find, slows me down in progression from, say, around level 60 through to 120, or level 100, where you get the obsidian sword, is being able to kill enemies. Like, you just sit there whacking away on this crappy little sword for ages. You can get lucky and get like a forest sword or something like that, but I've found to be as a reasonable, consistent way of getting a good weapon is to just kill lots and lots of bugs. Early is good, yeah. Maybe I'll start putting some tappers down when I get back then. Where are all the bugs? I'm actually quite pleased to get these cave carrots. Come on, where are the bugs? There's some bugs. Now this is not really profitable, I guess, what I'm doing right now, but because I've got no energy, I don't really have much options as to what I can do. I could keep going around looking for more forage items, but I've checked most of the spots. But I think even though I've got an ancient seed before, there's always a chance I can get another one. Plus, as I sort of described before, if you can get that 125 bug kill, I find that really helpful for going down the lower levels of the mine, or the deeper levels in the mine. Is this actually resetting? I certainly did before 1.3. I think the bugs are resetting, aren't they? Yes, they are. The floors are resetting. Now, I'd be curious. I haven't really played too much multiplayer, but I'd be curious if you can even do this on multiplayer, what I'm doing now, or how the game treats it. Like, if no one's on that level, does it spawn the level when a player goes to it for the first time? I'm not quite sure. Or if it's like, well, there's 2 people down the mine, so we have to define what's on each level for each day. Oh, so many bugs, so many bugs, so many bugs. So we'll probably go till about 10:30. I'm not going to stay too late. Oh, there you go. You know a lot of game mechanics. It's really quite helpful having someone on stream that when I ask questions, I can have the answers. Actually, one thing, so I'm posting these to YouTube, but no one gets to see the chat, so it's probably a little bit difficult to know what I'm actually responding to. So I'm probably just going to start reading out what you're saying. So just let me kill these bugs, and I'll provide an explanation as to what I was responding to. And I did see those 3 other bugs over there, but yeah, actually, let's kill them, whatever. So, because I'm in the middle of fight mode, I won't read it out right now. Alright, let's go. Okay, very good. So, I mean, we got a couple of cave carrots, 17 bug meat, 2 quartz, and I think we killed quite a few bugs. So, I mean, that was, for the sake of having no energy, that's not really that bad. I'm pretty pleased with that haul. Especially these cave carrots. Like, having extra food for when you're going mining is actually really, really good. So, quite pleased to have those cave carrots, actually. Yeah, so as far as asking the question around the multiplayer, Randy Potato Gaming has said, got to be above the level you're heading to for a full in-game tick for a level reset. So that would imply that so long as no people on that next level, the level resets kind of like when you're not on that level, if that makes sense. Therefore, if no one's on the level, it has already reset, I guess, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense to me. I think I understand what he's saying. It's getting late. It is. Let's go to bed. Let's say hi to the cat, who is sleeping. I'm not sure about multiplayer. Well, I'd imagine if that's, let's say, the code for how it's done in single player, there's probably no reason to update that. So I would assume that it probably is the same for multiplayer, because I'm not sure why they would go out of their way to change it for multiplayer, because that would work. There's nothing I don't think that would say that wouldn't work. Alright, so we're going to do watering today. Got lots of kale, lots of potato. So this is another big goal day. You know, we're going to do all our watering first thing this morning, and then we might go mining again. But I probably will put some tappers up, I think, this morning. Alright, well, before I forget, because I probably will, let's put 1 potato away, because we need that potato. I'm going to be selling everything else. I don't really see a need to hold on to kale. Should I do some planting? I'm thinking no. I don't really feel any real need to do further planting. I know my, like, this is getting really low, right? Don't get me wrong, this is getting really low, but I'm going to be getting a lot of strawberries, and I don't want to have like my whole farm filled out and then I get strawberries on top of it, so that basically every day I don't have enough energy to even water my own garden. Like, I'm trying to get it to a point that when I buy all the strawberry seeds, my farm will be big enough that basically I use maybe 3/4 of energy every day, and I've got enough to sort of do a bit of chopping down trees or clearing stones or whatever it is. I'm a little bit fearful that if I go out and buy a whole lot of kale or something now, you know, make my farm this big, by the time I get my strawberries, it'll be like this big. And it's just not what I'm into right now. Okay, so notwithstanding, we've watered. I could plant a few more spring seeds, but I don't even think I'm going to do that. Don't even think I'm going to do that. So I guess today, straight back to do some more mining. I'm just trying to think as far as mining goes. Do I want to go down even further in the mine? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, well let's collect all our food products, which we've got a lot of right now. We're probably just going to eat the algae and the white algae and green algae first, just because that'll clear up inventory space, and then probably the spring onions. Yeah, and go from there. I wonder if multiplayer challenges will ever catch on. I've seen a few people trying multiplayer speedruns, which seem insane. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how far you can push it in multiplayer. I feel that the min-maxing in multiplayer will look a bit bland from a streaming perspective, though, or a YouTube perspective, because if you just watch one person's perspective, you're incentivized, or I think you'd be incentivized, so that one player focuses on one skill line and the other player focuses on another skill line. And so, you know, one person won't do any farming or won't be collecting of any farming because, you know, they want to get kegs up very, very fast. Therefore, they want all the experience on one player alone. So therefore, you know, one person will be pretty much just mining all the time and doing nothing else. That's sort of how I would consider that min-maxing to look like. Good morning, Ree. And how are you this morning? How are you this morning? Did you have a good night? I find spring farming in general to be a waste from a pure profit perspective. I just like to do enough to get to level 6 by summer. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it helps you with the early snowball. I mean, I know it's not as profitable as the other seasons, but if you don't do, like, even though it's weaker than the other seasons, if you don't do it, you won't really be set up for the later seasons, I don't think. So you basically, the way I see it, you do early farming to get you enough money to get strawberries, and then you get enough strawberries so that day one in summer you've got enough to buy all your seeds, and then that's where things start to snowball. So it's sort of like preparing you for summer, I guess. Oh, look how long it takes to kill these things. Oh, so long. I don't even know why I'm hanging around and sticking around. I do like to kill those because they give you coal, and coal is a great resource to get. But as far as... yeah, this is not going to be as safe as I would want it to be. Come on. Now, as far as killing bugs go, I also do a similar thing killing those dust sprites. Dust sprites give you a ring, I think, that makes items drop more frequently. I think something like that, which is not a bad thing to have. Tired. Night was alright. I like doing the farming. I mean, farming's pretty chill. Farming is pretty chill. Did they... I don't remember seeing that giant H and that giant H over there. Either I just didn't see it last time, or that's a new feature. That really large red H. I don't remember seeing that from last stream, or maybe I just didn't pay that much attention. It just seems to be a lot more noticeable now than what it used to be. I think that's a change. I could be making that up. It's just I've never really noticed that big red H before. I think it's new. Ah, there you go. Yes, it was a cross. Ah, there you go. They changed the cross to fit with international regulations regarding the Red Cross. So was that in the last 2 weeks, or was that in 1.3? Because I didn't notice it last time. But that's not to say it wasn't there last time. It just means I didn't notice it. Alright, we're clearing our inventory of items. It was a very recent patch. Yeah, so it may have been in the last 2 weeks. I'll have to check now. I'm curious. I'll have to check my my VOD of the stream, which I have on YouTube, just to see whether or not it was there, and I just didn't notice it. Well, we're actually not doing too bad. We're on level 46. Probably going to get to level 50 today. I think that'll be the aim. Part of the reason why I want to go down the mine really quickly as well is to get that Boilermaker. I think you need a bar of copper, iron, and gold, which I think we've already got actually, because I think we got five gold ore as part of one of the geodes opening. So I think we've got that one done, and then I think the next is you need an earth crystal, a frozen tear. What is the other one? An earth crystal, frozen tear. I think a normal quartz, and then a fire quartz. I think that's what it is. So the fire quartz is sort of the limiting factor there, and I can't remember what the other one is, but I remember it being very easy to get. So it must be something like stone and wood or something. Actually, no, it's bats. No, I remember it's bat wings, a void. The void. What do they call it? Void something. So yeah, basically we want to get to like level 85 or thereabouts to try to get the because frozen tier, well, I think we've already got 4 of now. I thought we only had 2, but we've got 4 of them. More cave carrots, which is great. And the Boilermaker is really good because it saves on your time walking around a lot and gives you direct access to the farm from the bus station. Sorry, to the mine from the bus station. Oh, that is amazing! We got a forest sword! That is actually a really, really, really good win to have. Oh, I'm so pleased. You know, as you can see, it's taken me ages to slash all these enemies down, but having that's a great outcome. Yep, you got it. You also need Monster Loot. I need 2 of 50 slime, 10 bat wings, void of solar. Yeah, I think I normally go the void essence and the bat wings, just because I find myself throwing out slime a lot. So I probably would have collected 50 slime by that time, but I might have accidentally thrown it away. But yeah, this forest sword is a really good pickup. Really good pickup. I'm really pleased to have it. Oh, they are so painful. Yeah, iron levels are very painful with that, and a forest sword is like jackpot. Like, and it attacks so fast too. Attacks so fast. So the stream's gone pretty good. I don't know if it's streamer luck or whatever it is, but we've got an ancient seed on the first day of the stream, on day 8, and we got a forest sword relatively early on the iron levels, which is so good. And the other good thing about having this is we can kill mobs and hope to get, you know, the chance of getting what do you call it? Ladders. There you go, just like that. I mean, I know. Wow, there we go. I know we've already got one, but I'm probably not going to go past level 50 today, so I'm just taking it a little bit slow. I don't want to use too much energy, but killing these dust sprites I think is a good thing, because you generally get a decent amount of coal from them, because they drop coal. And whilst our coal situation is pretty good, I am expecting it to drop very, very quickly, especially when you start to get refined quartz, because it's sort of 1-to-1. You use a lot of coal, So I'm very pleased to be able to get lots of coal just for free energy by killing dust sprites. And there we go, we hit level 50, so that's sort of our goal. I could try to push, but we've only got like 3.5 hours. Our energy situation's a little bit average, so I'm just sort of going to take it slow now. I'm not going to try to push to level 55 today. quite content. Yeah, I don't really normally use clubs either. We got a magnet ring. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't use clubs. The main good thing about the swords I find is the knockback they provide. Like, you don't have to worry about the slime hitting me when I just spam click, because it attacks fast enough that it sort of like perma stuns them. And the clubs don't really do that. And also, I miss a lot, and if you miss with the club, then it takes a lot longer to attack the next time, whereas the swords are a bit more forgiving. Plus, I think the damage per second of the swords is much higher. Much higher. Okay, so let's get to level 50. Do I have a bomb? If I had a bomb, I'd probably hit all these. Now the question is, I might actually go for the copper. I don't think I need too much iron at the moment. Copper, I think I need more than iron, because we need those tappers. Speaking of which, I do actually need to make some. So let's collect this, which is some boots. Some nice upgraded booties, which I think we had some before. We did. And then I think I'm just going to leave the mine. I'm really pleased with that forest sword. Like, that is a really, really, really helpful thing. Because getting, I think, from level 80 to 100 is a huge pain until you get the obsidian sword, and then it becomes much easier. I'm just going to sell these leather boots. I don't think we need them. So we're at 80 of 125, but I can't remember if the cave, the bug weapon is better or worse than the forest sword. Can't remember. But my desire to get that has sort of gone down a bit, because this makes a pretty good substitute. So it's a little bit less urgent to get the bug weapon now. I did use the broken trident on a recent playthrough. First time ever using a dagger as a main weapon. I don't like daggers. I feel, maybe it's just my playstyle, or maybe I'm just not very good with them, but you know, they have such a close range, and they don't have that sweeping action. So I feel like you take a lot of damage when you're using them, I find. Or maybe, sorry, when I use them. There's probably others that are much better at using them than I am. But yeah, I find that I take a lot of damage. So we've got enough bat wings, so we just need a void prism. So let's just drop all this in. We could probably sell a jade and an aquamarine and keep one. I'm going to keep the crystal fruit, just keep that. We're going to keep 2 frozen tears, because we need 1 for the community center, 1 to give to Gunther. Let's take out the cave carrot. So we're going to put those in. I think I've got wood in 2 different chests. I'm a little bit disorganized here. You know, let's just put all the food back for the moment. I'm going to put the sword away. I probably could sell this sword. I don't know. It's kind of like a collector's item. You know, it helped me get through several levels, so I don't want to just get rid of it, but that's just me being weird. We're going to sell this topaz as well. Alright, let's make some tappers. Let's get the snowball happening early. Let's grab 5 of these, because that bar is going to finish relatively soon. So let's find some good trees. Whether these are good trees or not, like, I can't see my farm extending too far out this way, so we're just going to be putting the tappers on these ones. And we are going for the oak. Definitely going for the oak. Come on, get out of the way. There we go. Alright, well, our tapper situation started. So, early days, early days. Alright. So we've got a little bit of energy left, so I think I'm going to use that energy just to sort of clear out some of these stones, because we are going to expand our farm a little bit. Our farm's never really going to get this big in spring. Like, it'll probably just stay in this sort of vicinity in spring, but come summer will probably be this whole area out here, And so there's no reason not to be taking a little bit of energy every night just to do a little bit of clearing, where it doesn't really hurt us to do so. Alright, I think we're going to get a fair bit of money today as well, because we sold lots of potatoes and kale. I could sell all these spring onions, sorry, spring seeds. I'm not going to though. Say hi to the Nova, and go to bed. The broken trident has really high DPS, and I found it easy in the forest or levels. Okay, maybe I can test that out, but I'm a little bit reluctant to, because I know that I'm probably just going to take a lot of damage. I'm not very good with the daggers. Not very good at all. So our money situation is going really well, and I think tomorrow is... It's either tomorrow or... I think it's tomorrow. Fortune... No, not the fortune teller. Is tomorrow the festival? No, it must be on the 13th. And we've got a whole lot of kale. Whole lot of kale. So we're not really going to have much planting to do today. I probably should have planted more. In hindsight, I probably should have planted more. Like, yeah, probably should have planted more. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? We're going to have a lot of strawberry seeds. A lot indeed. So we need one of those, and I'm going to sell pretty much everything else. In fact, I am going to be selling everything else. I really should just take two, and I should have got 2 coal out. So we're just going to sell all of that. Sell, 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 sell. And we might as well do that quest while we're having a look. And let's grab some. So I think we'll finish that quest for Robin, because it's 250 gold, which is not bad money to help us on our day before the festival. It's actually a secret unobtainable dagger that is so fast it basically one-hits everything. Okay, I'm intrigued. What's that dagger, and how do you... Well, it's unobtainable, so I suppose that implies you can't get it. My next question was going to be, how do you get it? But that would be pretty obvious based on the word unobtainable, that you can't actually get it. Alright. And chicken statue, which is not all that impressive. They're very easy to get. I find that you get a lot of them, and they only sell for like 1 gold or 10 gold, so it's not really that big an achievement to get them. So, what do we need? What don't we need? We're going to keep the hoe. We can get the statue for Robin, so we're going to go up and see Robin. Should we open some geodes today? I'm thinking not. Actually, no, I'm wrong. We do need lots of iron bars now I think about it, because we need to get lots of sprinklers. And iron bars we need for sprinklers. Each villager has a personal weapon that's still in the code but wasn't implemented in the game. Okay, so presumably one of the villagers has that dagger that you're referring to. Who? Do you know who? Do you know which villager is this secret assassin that has this amazing weapon that can one-shot everything? Maybe I can guess. Who would I guess? Who would be the... I wonder if it would be someone like Penny. You know, she's meant to be real quiet and, you know, cautious, but she leads this second double life. Elliot's pencil is a dagger with 158 speed. Yes, it's a Windows update reminder. I know. I just ignore it. I don't know. You shouldn't be able to see it. Can you see it on the stream? I think I've hidden it from stream. But yes, it's sitting there reminding me I have to do a Windows update. But I don't want to. And lots of spring onions. So, a good day to come over here. So our short-term priorities are getting the strawberries, then getting a pickaxe, an upgraded pickaxe, then getting an upgraded watering can, then probably getting chickens. That, I think, is our priorities. Because I want to get chickens so we can start to work towards, what are they called? Start to work towards the community center bundles, which we need, I think, a large egg. Penny is a secret psychopath. Should be canon, really. I don't get what canon means. I know people say canon. Does that like mean it's a bad thing, or I don't know. Wow. I looked up Penny's weapon. She has a Friar club weapon with 150 speed and +5 weight. I wonder how a club with that kind of speed works. So she has a really, really fast frying pan that she just goes around and whacks people with. It's a bit odd. We got another anchor, which I'm just going to sell. It's a bit strange. 2 anchors just washed up on the beach. You would think someone would have noticed it by now. You would think someone would have noticed. And we're just going to drink this JoJo Cola. Broken CD. Today's probably a good day for fishing in hindsight, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? No. Try to run away from the books that I never read. I really should read that. I mean, I played Stardew Valley quite a lot, and I've never really paid too much attention to the lore or the backstories or any of those sort of things. It's just, I don't know. The gameplay's really good. It doesn't really excite me about, you know, all those secondary things. And some of the books I think are just like tips, aren't they? Like, you know, think about using melons in summer because they sell for lots. I think weapon speed is actually capped in this game, otherwise I have no idea how that would actually work. I suppose as fast as you click, it swings, I guess. You'd be limited by that. Do you want something from me? Yes, I would like the recipes that you have for sashimi and what's the other one? The improved bait, I think it is. Actually, we're up here to talk to Robin. We might as well actually do that. Oh, Robin. Hey Robin, how you going? Thank you. Yes, I found your axe. I found your axe. Now stop trying to sell me wells. How's the farming business? It's going well. Robin's lost axe, and it looks like we had another quest done as well. Archaeology. So while we're here, what do we have? To the bottom. Yep, reach the bottom of the mine, raising animals. So that's my example. Like, they give you an early game quest to build a coop, and I feel like it's a trap for new players, and they rush for the coop to beat the quest, but there's no real reason to really rush for the coop. It doesn't really help snowball your gold very well. And we got a skeletal hand, which we haven't got before. Alright, so we're back on the farm. One of the things I feel like I need a lot more wood. I feel like our wood situation is going to become a bit of a problem in the mid to short term. Going to be selling, we'll keep that. What am I doing? We need to be selling those. Sell all that. What do we got? We need horseradish. So have I looked? Did I look over here? Dandelion. Or is it? Daffodil and dandelion. So we mostly need horseradish. So 5,700 is absolutely a trap. I've seen a ton of blind playthroughs where people end up way behind because of an early coop, especially since they usually don't get the silo first and they have to buy a ton of hay. Yeah, that would, yeah, definitely put you miles behind. Definitely put miles behind. I mean, I still try to get both the coop and the barn in spring, don't get me wrong, but only after you've sort of set up everything else, not before. Um, Now, it's probably not the right play to go fishing right now, because I've got a lot of energy. Probably should go mining or do something a bit more useful, but we haven't gone fishing for a while, and I wouldn't mind getting level 4 fishing for the recycling. What do you call it? Recycling bin, recycling unit, whatever it is. Because I do find that can be helpful to get you extra refined quartz. Yep, stop playing in the sewer, guys. It's not a good place to be. And just to change it up, we're going to be fishing in the lake. Is it the best place to be fishing? Probably not, but we're going to be fishing here anyway. Should probably say hi to Leah. Probably should say hi to Leah. We'll see how we go for... Yeah, see, the fishing still definitely freezes time, although I'm sure in the top right corner I used to have a pause, like it used to actually say pause over the top of the time, whereas now it doesn't, but it still does pause the time. But I think, as I said in my last stream, I don't think it's worth, or fishing has lost a whole lot of value in multiplayer because time ticks on even while you're playing this mini game. And one of the reasons why fishing was good is time per money. It is okay. It's not great, but it's okay because it freezes time. If it doesn't freeze time, you know, you're probably losing out on 30% of fish or even more for each day. And that's quite a big blow to fishing. And I would say mining gives you a lot more money in multiplayer than fishing does. I mean, I think, without doing the maths, I think a day in the Skull Caverns late game is better than a day fishing late game anyway. And that's like if you don't buy bombs, even so. Because by the time you get iridium, you get a good amount of food that sell for pretty good. Yeah, imagine how hard getting to level 10 in fishing and multiplayer is. I mean, yeah, I mean it would be much harder, but to me it wouldn't necessarily be the effort. It would be I just can't prioritize a day of fishing now because I know that it's going to be so much it's just not worth it. So it wouldn't necessarily be the hard or the difficulty that it takes extra time. It's just when would you want to? Like you would only fish when you're like, all right, well, I've got all the money I need, I've got all the items that I need, now I just want to focus on fishing. Like that would be the only time that I'd actually fish. If you're actually wanting to progress through your game, well, in multiplayer, I just don't think fishing is really all that helpful, other than say day 2, maybe the first week. After the first week, yeah, I'd question how useful fishing is in multiplayer. Because I think I just can't really see a circumstance where mining wouldn't be better than fishing. Even in like, so you've done all you'll have one person mostly focusing on the farm and tidying up the farm, and then once they've done their farming every day, I would suggest they'd probably go mining. But you can get energy back when you're playing multiplayer because you can get into bed and sort of sleep and it gives you energy back. So maybe the way you'd play it is have one person doing a whole lot of watering in the morning, then you would go back to sleep, and then you'd wake up, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd do more watering, and then the other person's just down the mine collecting resources to get more kegs or something. That's probably how I would play multiplayer, I think, something like that. And I just can't really factor fishing into it. Other than we want to get some fishing leveling up. Which is not a bad thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good to get your levels up, but yeah. As far as progression, I would think mining and farming would always be better. Haven't got a treasure chest yet. Haven't got a treasure chest. So what's the time? We might do some fishing till about 9, and then I'll go back and chop down some trees, I think. For a true min-max multiplayer run, you'd probably have the field full of crops by year 1 summer. Yeah, probably. I think, yeah, you'd basically get as much as you can for the energy you can pump out of a day. So you'd basically, yeah, do lots of watering, going to bed, get your energy back, do more watering. I think that's basically how it would look. Probably wouldn't be the most fun playthrough though, because you'd spend like the whole game just watering. The whole game just watering. At some point, I guess, you know, investing in sprinklers and the time to get sprinklers is probably worthwhile too. Probably should have got the treasure chest. I was a little bit distracted, but it doesn't matter. So got a decent amount of fish, 7. You know, let's hang on to these JoJo cans. We'll take the mining tomorrow, I think. Now, because it's coming up very close to being able to get strawberries, I might just sell off all those spring seeds we had. Alright, sell. You know what? I never really use those, so I know they don't give me any money, but I'm just mostly getting rid of them, really. So we want our axe. Another thing I need to do, because this is going to be lots and lots of strawberries, might as well... I know that some of these patches will disappear, but rather than doing them all in once. Alright. Chopping trees down, so we get a couple of trees chopped down. Yeah, it'd be rough. My 6 mil playthrough, I used no sprinklers and was watering until 5 or so every day in fall. I would never do that style again. Yeah. Yep. That doesn't sound fun at all. Like, my aim is to get about 20 sprinklers by the start of summer. And I feel like that really opens up your opportunities of things you can do in summer, whilst also not being too... like, you can get a lot of crops that you don't have to water every day. And just knowing that you've got, like, an economy going that you actually don't need to water is, like, huge. Like, I really, really, really like that. And one more. I never like to go past 3. So if I've got 4 or 5 energy, I'll use, like, one more swing. But as soon as it goes down to 3, that's sort of the limit for me. It's not worth risking. I think you should be fine at 3, but I just don't want to use it anyway, just in case. Just in case. Okay, what do we got? So I think I'm going to sell all these spring seeds. Probably sell on these crystal fruit too. In fact, I'll sell probably both of them, because I think they sell for a decent amount. Maybe the winter root. We'll get more, and eventually we will get more. There was something I wanted to do. Yes, let's grab the gold. No, do I need to put it? Definitely need to put it on the bar. Yeah, we need to keep this forge going, because I'll get behind if it's not constantly running. Okay, say hi to the cat. I'll show my cat my sword. And go to bed. And there was a weird noise. What was the weird noise for? 5k gold? Jesus. Holy moly. Maybe I should just upgrade my pick. Wow, I did not expect to get that much. But I think that was mostly the spring seeds. Greenhorn. Oh, we got an achievement. 15k. So tomorrow should be the egg festival. It is. So basically we need to be in town by about 1. You don't need to go immediately, but we'll be in town by about... Well, you need to be in town by 2, I think. So we'll aim to leave the farm hopefully a little bit before 1. We're up to 10k gold. So that's just huge. So should I spend it all on strawberry seeds is the question, and get 100 strawberry seeds? Or should I save some of the money to help me get my pick upgrade soon? You know what? How much copper do we have? How much copper do we have? Oh, we've got enough. All right. Question for chat. Question for chat. Should I upgrade my pick today? Because tomorrow, which means we'll hand it in today. We're not going to be able to go mining tomorrow anyway because the festival's on. And then the day after the festival is on, we'll be able to collect it, which means we're like not missing out on a day of mining. It means we have to knock off 2k gold from strawberries we're buying, but it means we'll be able to get about 88 strawberries, which is still quite a lot, really. It's still quite a lot of strawberries. So should we upgrade our pick today? That's the question. Curious on your thoughts in chat. Curious on your thoughts in chat. Where's Nov? As in Nova, as in the cat? As in the cat there? Is that what you're talking about, or the other cat? Alright. Yeah, I'm nearly decided that I'm probably going to upgrade the pick, I think. Because that's certainly going to help go down the mines. And we sort of don't have to miss out on a day. Yeah, you'd upgrade today. Yep, we're doing that. Let's upgrade it today. I think that's the right play. It's very hard to know for sure on the min-max of it though, because you know, an extra 20 strawberries is a lot of gold, but not having to miss out on a day of mining is a good thing as well. It is a good thing as well. I think I'm going to upgrade it. Definitely going to upgrade it. Alright, well, should we go immediately? No, we can't, because I don't think they open till 9. So I also want to get extra money today to get more seeds. So currently we're sitting on about 88, but I think we can push that up. Mining is honestly more important at this point. Okay, well then definitely we'll upgrade the pick then. Alright, so with that in mind, how do we plan out today? So we've done all our watering. You know, I could do some early morning mining, but I'm not going to. I could do a forage run and then fishing to boost some extra gold for tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a forage run then fishing. So we're going to upgrade the pick and then do a forage run and fishing. So with that in mind, we don't need those. Don't need those. Don't need a watering can. Gonna keep that. Don't need the pickaxe. Actually, we do need the pickaxe because we're upgrading it, aren't we? Absolutely, we need that. Okay, so because he's not going to be open yet, we'll do a forage on first, and then we'll upgrade our pick. So we've got our 5 copper bars on us and the pickaxe. So I think we should, by the time I'm expecting to get close to maybe 800 gold today. So we're currently at 88, so we might be able to get about 96 strawberries, which is pretty amazing. I think in my last playthrough, now if there is a red cabbage here, I'm going to freak out. Are you serious? Holy crap. I'm definitely going to grab this. Now I know it doesn't help with our progression, but basically that means I can get Community Center Year 1. And for 700 gold, that's pretty good. If this was like 3k gold, which I think it can be, I'd be umming and ahhing quite a lot. But I'm thinking I'm going to grab this. I think that's pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. It's a bad day to have got this. Like if I get this in a month's time, it's better, because now I'm losing out on 7 strawberry seeds. But to guarantee having the Community Center level 1, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get it. Actually, that reminds me, I also need to get the 2 trees by about day 23. The 2 summer trees by about day 23, to make sure we can. Yep, going to get it. 700 gold. Pretty pleased. Once again, it's not necessarily the min-max play, but it means we can definitely get the Community Center Year 1. So that's pretty good. So we've got the RNG, which means we can get the Community Center Year 1. Now we just need to make sure that we do all the right things in the right time, and we get a rabbit's foot. So the rabbit's foot, I think, is the only other RNG item that we need to get Year 1, but it's sort of RNG you've got a little bit of control over. It's RNG where you can get lots of rabbits, and then you know, your chance of getting rabbits increases a lot. Whereas the red cabbage is like complete RNG. You just got to luck out. So it's like I said, if you were just going for pure gold, buy it. Yep. I don't know how much of a stream delay it is because you know, I probably bought it about 30 seconds before you typed buy it. So I'm not sure how much the stream delay is, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased. Pretty pleased. I mean, who knows, in future it might be up again, and you know, we've just lost out the opportunity of getting 7 extra strawberry seeds, but for the sake of, you know, confirmation and knowing you've definitely got it, I'm pretty pleased. Pretty pleased. Whoops. Well, we did get a JoJo can. She sort of caught us, but we got the item anyway. So this stream, I'm really pleased with how this stream's going. We got the Ancient Seed early in the stream. Then we got the Forest Sword. And now we've got the Red Cabbage Seeds. Oh, the internet's really bad. Oh, that's not good. Well, hopefully it picks up, I guess. Oh, man. Red Cabbage Seed. That's so good. Actually, I wasn't even thinking about getting the seed. Like, I was just thinking the red cabbage itself. We'll have to see how much the seeds look like when we've got them all, because we might not actually plant a whole lot of extra plants. Yeah, I know. I mean, I wouldn't have been too disappointed. Actually, I would have been pretty disappointed, I'll be honest, if I didn't get... if you don't get the Community Center year one, it is a bit disappointing, but it is complete RNG. So, you know, having that certainty is pretty good. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is... actually, I haven't spoken to you yet, have I? Haven't spoken to you yet. What's up, farmer guy? Alex. I think we're going to do some fishing. Get our fish on. So I'm just going to quickly check for a few more forage items. We do actually need to remember to plant more parsnips though, and probably more cauliflower. So I normally use cauliflower as my item in the stew, or whatever it is, the luau. I don't know why I went in there, but anyway. I think a gold cabbage is perfect. So I normally aim to get that. And we need 5 golden parsnips for a community center bundle, so we need to make sure we've got that as well. But that can sort of wait till later, because obviously the more farming experience we have, the higher the chance of getting... Actually, you know what I will do today, in hindsight? I won't do fishing. I'm going to do some wood cutting, and the reason why I'm going to do some wood cutting is to get some sap. I want to get some sap because I want to get the quality fertilizer, or whatever the fertilizer is. So gonna not get as much strawberries. Oh, actually no, this is a bad play, isn't it? This is a bad play. I should have done fishing. Actually, let's just see how much sap we've got. 200, which means we've got enough for 100. So yes, fishing is the right play. So I shouldn't have come back, but anyway, doesn't matter. Wasted a little bit of time, but that's okay. So, and you know what I'm going to do? So we've got plenty of spare. So I'm going to sell these excess items. Yeah, we're going to sell those excess because we've got 5 spare. In fact, I'm going to sell a couple more extra as well. Because we've got enough to make seeds. They're not going to be the limiting factors, the leek and the horseradish is, so there's going to be enough to sell. I wonder if there's... I might as well sell that. You know what, should I sell the jade and the aquamarine? We're going to get more in future, so we're going to sell those just for the extra gold for tomorrow. And I think that'll do. So we're really aiming to get as much gold for tomorrow as we can. Sell. I'm not going to sell these because they don't sell for much, and I still want the energy. And let's grab the Jojo Cola. So we need to go back fishing. So yeah, because we got enough sap. We got enough sap. Probably should have checked beforehand, but that's okay. The truffle is really what I want the most from the cart when I do this challenge. The truffle. The truffle. What would the truffle be for? The truffle is what I really want. Do you need a truffle in the community center year 1? I didn't think you needed to. Like, I think it's in one of the bundles, but I think I go for different items than the truffle. The truffle is for the chef bundle. Do I get a truffle year 1? What do I do with the truffle? I don't remember now. Do I get pigs year 1? I can't remember. I'll have to check what I did in my last playthrough. Why am I in the mine? I'm very distracted. It's just habit. Habit that I go to the mine. But we're not here to go to the mine. It's mandatory. Okay. Mandatory. Man, what did I do? I'm trying to think what I did in my playthrough. Because I got the community center year 1. And I remember red cabbage being one of the limiting factors, but we got it. Red cabbage. Then there was the... Oh, and you need to make sure you get all the foods every Sunday, because I think the sushi rolls one and the eggs is one, so you need to make sure you get those. I'm trying to think. Truffle. I don't. You definitely need a truffle. I don't remember if I got a pig though. I didn't think I got pigs year 1. Maybe I did get one. Yeah, not sure. Maybe I did buy it. I can't remember now. Might have bought it. Might have bought it. New achievement, fisherman. Does that mean I got a certain level, or is it a certain quality or fish size? I don't know. So we're going to fish pretty much all the way to bedtime tonight and sell that and see how much strawberries we're getting. So I think we've pretty well got enough strawberries, enough money for the strawberries we've got already. I am going to fish to get all the community center fish later in the month. For the moment, I'm just going to sell them all. I will aim to get all the ones I need to get, but not till later in the month. Oh, I really should have got that. Really should have got the treasure chest. I'm a bit not doing the best fishing at the moment, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But I pretty much only get the spring fish that you have to get in spring in year 1, because spring is just too valuable time to spend too much fishing. I'm sort of only really fishing now because I don't have my pick, so I can't really mine, and I want to get as much money for tomorrow as I can. So fishing's a little not bad for a little top up of money. Oh, stop popping up. Go away, please. But I'm hoping that we can get about 90. Now the question is, do I plant them in rings? Do I plant them in rings knowing that we're going to be getting sprinklers, or do I plant them in straight bulk sections because I know that we're going to have the upgraded watering can at some point? That's probably the next question. The other issue of planting in rings, I'm probably going to need another a scarecrow, which is not a bad thing. I can get another scarecrow pretty easily. So rings or big sections? That's the next question. Come on, little carp. If I get to level 4 fishing by the end of the month, that'll be good too. My aims for summer in a perfect world would be, I think, 4 fishing, which gives you the recycling bin. I think 6 foraging, which gives you the lightning rod, which you want to get early-ish in summer. And then farming to has progressed as far as possible, but I'm thinking that'll be probably around 6 or 7. And then mining, we want the mine all the way down the bottom of the mine, I guess. That's sort of the main goals. Set up for a future where you have sprinklers. Alright, well I'll aim to do that then. I'll aim to do that. So I might even, because tomorrow time is going to be a problem, so I might even head back and do some layout now. So I might finish, maybe this can be my last fish. I know I'm sort of giving up some money, but you know, to be honest, my goal was probably going to be about 70 strawberries, so we've already hit that, so we're already well more strawberries than I was even planning to get. Will we get 90? Probably not. Probably not. Strawberries stay until summer? I didn't think they stayed until summer. I thought they were just spring, but oh well. Not a bad thing to set them up anyway. I thought the only ones that carried over was corn and wheat. Corn and wheat? I think corn and wheat. Oh, and obviously the ancient seed. Alright, so sell all those. We need that. We need the watering can for tomorrow. I'm going to grab the sap. Okay, sell. Alright, let's scroll that. They die, but their plot stays hoed. Ah, that's a good point, actually. Yes, that's a good point. That's a good point. Alright, so I probably should chop down this tree as well, because that's going to be in the way. And what do we need? We need wood, fiber for a scarecrow. So a little bit more wood, which hopefully we'll probably get enough from this little tree. Is it going to give me 4, do you think? It is exactly 4. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do this ring here. So this is going to be hard to pace out, actually. Maybe I'll just skip the whether or not. Maybe I'll just skip that row just in case, because I'm not quite sure where it'll be. So it's going to be like that, that one there, and then that one there. So it's going to be kind of like that. Alright, how are we going for time? Plenty of time. And then so I think that'll be enough. And I'm wasting so much energy. And we'll put you about there. I think that'll be enough for the overlap. Yep, I think that'll overlap about right. Oh, this is going to be hard to eyeball. You know, actually I can eyeball it via the fertilizer, so it'll be there. Oh, I can barely see it though. There, then a gap. Oh, it's going to be tricky. Then a gap. So there will be one there. That's right, I'll work it out in the morning. Because I can't really see. Alright, so tomorrow's the big day. Is there anything else I want to finally sell to get a last little burst of gold? Anything else I want to sell? I'm thinking everything here I kind of want to keep. I mean, I could sell the frozen tears thinking I'm going to get extra, which I probably will. But is it really all that worth it? Don't know. I could sell an extra dandelion or 2. But, you know, I suppose I could sell stuff to get maybe 1 or 2 more extra, but they're not going to fundamentally give me an extra 5 or 10 or something. Level 4 fishing, perfect. So we don't need to do any more fishing. And that's, yeah, basically free. That is a lot more gold than I was anticipating. That fishing actually gave us a decent amount, actually. Ended up being, we sold those extra mining items, so yeah, decent amount. Decent amount of gold. So we're going to be close to getting 100, I think. Are we on 100? No, too shy. So obviously before we go, we're going to have to water. And we got a cauliflower, so the community center bundle can be finished, which we won't finish today. So there, yep, which we won't finish today, but we will going tomorrow on the way up to the mine. So that's good, and that'll give us, does it give you seeds? What does the community center bundle give you? It gives you seeds, I think. So this morning I'm going to be plotting down a lot of what do you call it, fertilizer, as well as watering the garden, because by the time you get back I think it's either 10 or 11 o'clock, and you don't have much time to plant all your garden, I guess, and do all your watering. So we're going to be doing it now. So that whole line is definitely going to be strawberries. That whole line is definitely going to be strawberries. And then let's see if we can water the circles out to help us give it that visual cue as to what to put them on. So that visual cue, I need to make sure that I come back and put a fertilizer there. Now the fertilizers, how they work with strawberries, do they work ongoing or do they just work with the first one? I can't remember. Like I'm pretty sure not every single strawberry you get has the effect of the fertilizer, but I can't remember if it's like the first one or the first two. So there, and we're going to go there. Alright, nope, more water. Probably should be counting how much water I've got, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 8 in each ring, so that's 40. So we'll need, actually, is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 6, the Egg Festival has started. First harvest for all multiple harvest crops, so only the first one, okay. Now, unfortunately, oh no, wait. I've buggered this ring up, haven't I? Buggered that ring up. This should be one across. Oh well. Oh well. We'll fix it up. It's just going to be looking a little bit awkward. So it's there, and then it should be that one. So can I... that's annoying. That's going to make... that's going to be really annoying. It's going to make it really hard to see. So it should be that there is the gap. So there, which means the gap needs to be that one. I'm not very good at doing this. I've made a mistake quite a few times, I think, on my last Let's Play. And I've done it again. So it's really this ring. At least that means I don't have to place it on top of where the cauliflower was. Alright. So how are we going for time? Ooh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to need about 13. So still got plenty of time. Starting to feel exhausted. Alright, maybe I'll just place all the fertilizer now, and then hopefully just head in. So just being the first one, you don't really get too much of a boost, but that's okay. Alright, so where am I missing? This ring? So I might have to do a little bit of watering when we get back, but hopefully not too much. I think I've done most of it. Alright, so that looks a little bit awkward. It does look a little bit awkward. If I water these ones, maybe that helps a little bit. How are we going for energy? Oh, stop wasting energy, you silly person. I've got to... and one last one. Okay, alright, let's go to the festival and see how we go. You sell hats. And I've got enough energy to get that, but I'm not going to bother. so first things first, let's grab a seasonal plant. What is that? Let's grab all of our strawberry seeds, which we're going to plant when we get home. Drop to 98. And you know what, while I'm here, does this count as actually talking to people for that quest? Like, it might actually be a good opportunity to talk to everyone for the first time. And then we're going to do the egg festival, which I pretty much always have the same route. I haven't failed it in a while, so the pressure's on to make sure I don't fail it again. But I think I should be able to win. Get my nice brown straw hat. I'm reasonably confident that I will. I hope this counts as being introduced for the first time, and it's not just some, you know, specific text for just this event or festival. Can't remember who I've spoken to or who I haven't. I definitely have spoken to Dimitri though, because I remember doing that. Not yet. Not yet. Now, I'm pretty sure I talked to Shane, talked to Penny, talked to the two kids now. Alright, I've talked to Linus. Alright, let's get going. Yes, let's start. Alright, pressure's on. Now, this is live on stream, so unlike in a Let's Play where I could choose to restart the day and then not upload the video, this is live, so I can't do that. Not that I did that last time, but I could choose to if I failed. It does count towards friendship points, yes, but does it count towards invitation, meeting them the first time? Alright, so I normally go down south, collect the ones down here, I think in the sewer, and this one here, and up through there. I think you need about 11 to win. I think it's 11. It might be 12. It's 11 or 12. Don't talk to the graves because that slows you down, even though I did it accidentally anyway. So I'm up to 5. 6. And one in the back of the car. Yes. I'm not going to bother trying anymore. I think I buggered it up. I'm not going to pass. How much time have I got? 6 seconds. Yeah, I think I failed. I've missed one. I think that back of the ute kind of stuffed me up. Yeah, the back of the ute stuffed me up. I think if I got that one there, I would have passed. If I didn't try to get the one on the back of the ute a few times, which for whatever reason it just didn't work, I think I've lost. I think you need 11 to win. Oh, I won with 10. Okay. You only need 10. You need more than 7. Is that all? Well, I really should have got 11. I mean, I really should have got 12. If I got the one in the back of the ute properly, rather than sitting there spamming it, I would have had enough time to walk over here, and I should have got 12. You only need 9? Oh, okay. I was worried that I was going to lose. It wasn't that easy. Alright, now, it's really dark, and this is going to be hard to see. So, I'm going to have to try to eyeball it. Now, if we go a little bit over time, I'm not too concerned. Now, as hard as it is to see for me, it's probably even harder for you guys to see. But then also, as hard as it is to see where I've planted the strawberry seeds, it's a lot harder to see where I've got the fertilizer. So, I'm just going to assume that I did all the right things and placed all the fertilizer in the right spot. I reckon we were pretty close with the amount of watering and fertilizer we did. We were very close. We just needed half of one more ring. So, oh, I've very much nearly wasted my energy. Very much nearly wasted the energy. All right, we are organized. Okay, there we go. So 98, and they're all, every single one's planted. In theory, they've all got fertilizer. Let's grab some of these. So I think for pretty much, how much energy we got? 5. I think for the rest of spring, we're probably not going to plant too much extra. Probably just some parsnips. Was that there this morning? That was there this morning, wasn't it? I could have got an extra 5 um, strawberry seeds, but that I must have missed it. Must have missed it. Oh, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Alright, level 4 farming, got the preserving jar. So yeah, that's pretty good. And we got the recycling bin thingy-mabob before as well. So there we go. That's how our farm looks now. We got the straw hat, so let's put that on. How did I get so much fiber? I accidentally must have taken that out. Don't need all that. So what's the plan for today? The plan today is water all of this, and then collect our pickaxe and go back mining, I think. Go back mining. So let's do that, and while I'm doing that, I'll have a proper think about, is there anything else I wanted to do? So I think the next, maybe the next thing we save up for, alright, maybe, I'm going to think about it. Do I want to save up and get the fruit tree for summer, or to start that growing, or do we want to start moving towards getting a coop? Do we want to start moving towards getting a coop? Now I really need to keep remembering to get copper, actually, because I'm going to start realizing that I need more bars, and the limiting factor will be how much time it is in the furnace. So I need to keep remembering to put things in the furnace. So yeah, the next thing is coop or trees. Now the coop, obviously I need to get wood as well, so that'll be extra time having to devote to getting wood, whereas if I just get the tree, it means I can just keep mining, keep going down the mine, and not have to worry about taking a day out to chop a lot of trees down. So yeah, fruit trees, because they take forever to grow. Yeah, but I don't really need, the only real reason I want the fruit tree is to get to help with the community center bundle. So even if I only get one, so I'd be happy enough to plant it on like day 24 of spring, I should say, because that gives me about 4 days, and 4 days it gives you a bit of a buffer, because sometimes they don't grow if like a weed props up next to them, so you need to go down and check on them. So really it's all for the community center. So I need to get a coop at some point so I can get a large egg, because I need that in one of the bundles, and then I need the trees for one of the fruit for another community center bundle. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But you're thinking fruit trees on the balance of pluses and minuses. You're thinking fruit trees, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Or maybe I'll just not worry about the answer yet and worry about next stream. Put paths down. Yeah, that's a good point. I found the cave is sufficient. I normally go for mushrooms in the cave though, so that's pretty much why I get both of them. But are mushrooms better or worse? I'm sort of 50-50. I don't really have a strong opinion as to which is better. I just like mushrooms because I think they're more consistent gold, and I think they do give you better gold overall, but you know, they obviously give you better, give you a chance of getting the fruit, which is a really good save as well. So watered everything. Let's go mining. Let's pick up our thing and go mining. So we're not going to need that. I'm going to keep my home on me just for the moment. But yeah, let's go mining. Did you get Mushroom Cave or Bat Cave? I don't think I've got either yet. Don't think I've had a chance to get either. Yeah, you're probably right. I guess I think for me, where it's sort of a decision around, do I want consistency or do I want RNG? I generally just go for the consistency or the certainty. So I could risk, I mean, you probably would have a pretty high chance of getting it from the bats, but if I get the fruit tree, it means I know for certain that you're going to get it which is why I get the fruit trees rather than rely on the bats, because you know you're 100% sure that way. But you're probably right. On balance, it's probably better just to not bother and get the fruit trees year 2. I mean, you've also got the option of trying to buy it via the what do you call it? The traveling merchant as well. So that adds to your odds. Now, I very rarely do these, but while I'm here, Demetrius wants a topaz. I think I've got a spare topaz. Might be able to do that. I probably won't, but now I did say I was going to use the community center today, but I forgot to bring the items. So that's my bad. Plus they're pretty. They are very pretty. They're pretty, but you need to, because they're sort of locked into the spot you put them, they're sort of, you need to make sure you know where you are going to be placing them, because you can't really move them around. And I don't really know where I'm going to place them. Alright, so back down the mine, let's see. I need to remember to have a look on the TV today as well. So back down the mine, we're going to see if we can get to level 60 today. Now that'll probably give us one of those prisms, not the void, what are the other ones? The star prism? I don't know, what are they called? Which means that we've got that whole bundle done, and basically all we need is a fire quartz, and we should have that whole bundle done. So I think that, you know, I do want to kill that ghost. No, it doesn't matter. We'll get another ghost somewhere else. Now, this is the floor, I think, that the ladder's always there, so you don't need to worry about finding it. So we're just going to run through, probably kill this dust sprite, and then just walk through. So yeah, I think we've got all the other materials that we need, except the fire quartz. So the fire quartz is going to be our priority to get the mine carts up. And we're not really going to get a whole lot of gold in the short term, because all our gold is sort of wrapped up in strawberries, and we're not really going to get a return on that for another 10 days or so, or however long it takes. So we're going to be lightish on gold for a while. I do want to collect this iron though, because we are going to need iron for sprinklers, or quality sprinklers I think they're called. Getting lots of bats attack us. Attack of the bats. And this the stream's sort of wrapping up, guys. So this will probably be my last day. It's gone really quick, I will have to say. Very, very quick. I'm pretty pleased, actually. So I think with that in mind, we'll probably have a whole week each stream. I generally just like to stream for a couple hours. I think in future, maybe I'll push that out to maybe 3 or 4. But, you know, to be honest, my partner's still in hospital, and I want to go in and see her soon, so I will be wrapping up shortly so I can go in and say hi. But yeah, so spring onions. I'm going to do lots of eating now, which gives us some health back, but primarily it's for energy. Why is that not letting me eat? 55. I'll just keep eating every now and then. Haven't found the mushroom level yet, so we'll have to look out for that where we can. And I do want to get my forage level up to about 6, hopefully early into summer, because I don't want to miss out on lightning storms if I can avoid it. We've got plenty of quartz. Quartz is not going to be a limiting factor, which is good, because we've also got some more quartz tied up into trash. Actually, what do we need to build the trash? 1 iron bar. That's pretty cheap, actually. Pretty cheap. So we're going to do that to get us some refined quartz, as well as just using the quartz that we've already got. Obviously, you need refined quartz for sprinklers. Going down the mine pretty quick. Oh, I hate this level. This is a slow level. Let's have the Jojo Cola. Now the good thing about drinking is it freezes time again. I reckon that's going to be really hard in multiplayer, because one of the things in single player, when you've taken a lot of damage, you can drink like 5 drinks at a time, and it freezes, and you can get like basically infinite health back while the game's frozen. But in multiplayer, the game won't freeze, which means that if enemies are attacking you and you drink, they'll keep attacking you while you're drinking, so you won't be able to heal up. So you will have to be more cautious about your health in multiplayer. And that's brilliant. That is brilliant. We might even be able to go down to level 65. So there's the crystal dagger. How much damage does that do? Crit power. Yeah, so I'm just going to stay with the forest sword. Stay with the forest sword. We actually might be getting some sprinklers earlier than I thought we would. Might be getting some relatively early. So we get to 65 today. We're pretty close. Yeah, the crystal dagger is pretty useless. We're pretty close to getting to the gold levels. And once we start getting some gold bars, we can get the sprinklers, which will help. And I think I'll just keep getting sprinklers. We're going to need copper to upgrade our watering can. We're probably going to upgrade our pick. So by the end of spring, we'll probably have our pick as iron, our watering can as copper. I don't know. I might upgrade the axe and the hoe to copper. Not sure yet. Not sure. Undecided. It's just money that I might want to use to, get other things instead. So that would be the only thing holding us back. Yes, I know. Windows Update. You don't know how useful the crit powder is, admittedly. Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I guess normally get the normal buffs to damage when you get level 5. Rather than the crit chance. Once again, I prefer consistency over RNG. That's not to say that the RNG options are worse, it's just my preference is to have the consistent ones. Everyone has their own little style. So we've got 2 more levels to go. It's 8 o'clock, so yeah, we should definitely get to level 65 today. These ghosts are really annoying though. To see how it freezes, like it wouldn't freeze in multiplayer. So like while I'm eating now, this ghost would be attacking me. Now I don't know if it makes it so you don't take damage while you're doing that little animation, but it definitely will make it harder on multiplayer. I really should test some multiplayer rather than just say all these comments based on guesswork. Come on, where's the ladder? Since the second axe upgrade is mandatory by the end of summer, as in, do you mean so you can get the what's that place unlocked? The hidden, I don't know what it is, so you can get the, what's that plant that's in there that you need for a community center bundle? Is that what you're talking about? Is that why you're saying it's mandatory? I mean, I'll certainly target it. I like to set like small meaningless challenges for myself, which is sort of like copper of all tools in spring, iron of all tools in summer, gold in all autumn or fall, etc., and then iridium in winter. So I might try to do that. I mean, it doesn't necessarily, like, you don't necessarily need to do that, but it's like a weird mini goal. It's easy to define. Start exhausted. Yeah, the fern. Yep. Yep. Which you definitely need for one of the bundles. All right, we're starting to run out of time, but we only need one more level. I'm hoping that we don't have to wait too long. But since we've got this far down, losing a little bit of energy for tomorrow, I'm not as concerned. I'd rather just commit to getting the ladder. But hopefully we don't have to, like, hopefully one of these dust sprites drop. No, they didn't. Well, this is annoying. This is annoying. Yeah, there are some needy. So they're just really random items, like a nautilus shell and, you know, the maki roll, all that sort of stuff. It's just a bit annoying. Alright, come on, give me the ladder, please. I would like to try to get home by 12. I think we're... There we go, perfect. Alright, anything of interest down here? No, let's just leave. Come on. Come on. Stop me being slowed, please. Thank you. Come on. There we go. Ah, come on. Stop being slowed. So we're going to lose a little bit of energy for tomorrow, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. But certainly going to have enough to water, and if we don't, we can always just pop a few spring onions. Then the wizard, who never interacts with the villagers at all, expects a rabbit's foot. Yes, exactly. I think, like, I don't know, maybe I got really lucky, but I think my year 1 on my last playthrough, I got about 3 or 4. So I'm not too concerned about the rabbit's foot. But if you get really, really bad RNG, then yes, that would be really annoying. Very, very annoying. Alright, so let's place down. So I'm going to sell that because I've already got 2. Keep the jade. Oh, we got a coffee bean. Plant in spring or summer. We should probably plant that now. Just one sec. Got a pop up that I want to get rid of. So just put that there. Got heaps of bat wings, which we need for the lightning rods. So up to 16 plus 2 plus 2, so I've got about 20, which is good. The crystal fruit, might keep that. I'm nearly inclined to get a second, what do you call it? So topaz, we might try to, if I remember, which I won't, like there's no way I'll remember, give to Dimitri. Alright, so let's place these there. I want to keep these for the seed maker, because I like to use those for seeds in winter. So sell, plant. Where's our watering can? There we go. Because I think coffee is actually decent gold. Alright, we need to get a little bit more wood to make one of the recycling bins. And I think that's it. So I'm just trying to, because I'm sort of wrapping up the stream now, I'm just sort of doing a bit of a check to make sure I'm happy with how all things are going. Tomorrow I really should go to the community center and put in the spring harvest crops. Then I need to, then what do we need to do? Then we need to just keep going mining, I guess. And we've got, you know, we've got that upgrade, that one up there, we've got that one, and yeah, we just need, I think it's that, what am I missing? That, and then the fire quartz, but I'm not certain about this quartz. But yeah, things are looking good. I'm pretty pleased with how this playthrough is going. And because iron takes longer, let's put an iron in. Pretty pleased with how this is going. So before I forget, we need to do the Queen of Sauce, because we don't want to miss out on those. I never am going to make coleslaw, but it's good to collect it anyway. And go to bed. So, a little bit of gold. I don't think we did much gold today. 500. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. Alright, well thank you everyone that came along and hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And thanks for those in chat, particularly you, Potato and Ree. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. I will be uploading this over the next couple of days on YouTube. And I know that I missed last week, so sorry again for last week. I know it's a bit annoying and frustrating that I did 1 week of a stream telling everyone else I'm going to be coming back and do streams consistently, and then week 2, so early on, I didn't do it, but I did have my reasons. I do aim to be back next week. So far I can't really see a reason not to be back next week. But yeah, thanks for coming along. I'll upload this to YouTube. One last thing, I suppose I mentioned Mariella before, someone in chat that provided a comment on one of my videos. Another comment she made was she answered my question around these little seeds on the ground, why they stop being collected after a certain point of time. I wasn't sure why that was the case. Apparently when you level up your forage skill in a day, once you've leveled up, for the rest of the day you can't collect in the seeds. At least that was the explanation that was given to me. So shout out to Mariella for letting me know that. I was really pleased to hear that. Finally getting an answer for that question I've been wanting to know the answer for a long time. So thank you for that. But I think that about wraps it up. Thanks for coming along. Thanks again. I'll see you next week. All the best. Have a good one. Thanks, guys. Bye.